ओम शांति। तो पिछले दिनों हम लोग जाना we had know already what are the cycle and how the God has given us knowledge. Even he has also created the, like, he has given the knowledge for the world, humanity tree, world cycle, all these things we knew in the last lesson. So how the world drama has created, and how the world drama soul perform their action, and what is the world of humanity tree. So these all we had know in the previous lessons. Now we are going to learn. Now we are going to know about the three acts of God, and also like Yagi history. So this is the last lesson of Raj Yoga meditation. So everything we knew about that, what are the knowledge we have gained till now. So what is the reason behind that? So see this one. Last lesson also we have seen like cycle tree, and then, but the question is, but what does Baba do? Hmm? So we are going to explain this topic today. So Baba, I mean God, Supreme Soul, he has created, he is empowering the in world of this world, and also like humanity tree. But the what the Baba do actually, what he is doing actually in this confluences, he says that okay, God comes during the confluences. When he comes, what he do? So for pure communication with the Supreme Soul and pure knowledge, pure knowledge is necessary. And then to precise the God knowledge actual role or in this world, like at the end, like him to us, and also like create a real foundation for complete experience of God. God himself gives the knowledge. But how, that we know now. Certainly, Baba must have done something beneficial to the soul in this sorrow, because he remembered as a remover of sorrow and the bestower of happiness. If we know in this way, then he must have freed souls from something, right? That's why he called a liberator, right? Then, if we know about that, we have already learned that he is a liberator, he is a creator, he is a generator, right? And that's how God, G for generator, O for operator, and D for destroyer. That how we know. But how? In what way? Hmm? If he is remembered as a creator, but in what sense God, the creator? What is the creator in the world of eternal? Like if we knew that okay, this drama is eternal, and it just repeat each cycle. After is completing the cycle, then another cycle repeat. So nobody knows that who has created. So if the cycle repeats, if you know that this world is eternal, then in what sense God is creator? What he creates? And as we have gone through with this previously, in this drama, like this drama interplay with the three eternal energy, three eternal entity, or we can say three energy. And that energy is soul, God, and matter. These three universal energy entity, soul, supreme soul, and matter. Now, none of these three can be created and destroyed. The sum total of the matter and energy in the universe remain constant. It never be like destroyed. So how and what does God create? Now we have to ponder on this. We have to think about that. So why if we say that God is creator, so what he creates? So all human beings that have existed and that will exist come from womb of the human mother, right? We know already. Without this process, human cannot be like exist in this world. Likewise, if God had created the material universe, then he is also controlling the interfering with the his like creation, right? Like rainstorm is coming, uh, droughts is coming, plagues and pandemics are there. Somewhere is sunrise, somewhere is sunset. So it must be controlling with him, right? If he is a creator. So yet these are the natural process. And in like imagine like God to be generator and operator and destroyer in the physical world in the sense, then we have confused so much his real role, right? With the process of nature. Like sometimes if nature does something, we tell, oh, this is has done by God, right? Like if some pandemic come, then we simply blame to the God. Okay, God, how he has done, right? So that is how people, the soul, like blame for everything to the God or thanks to everything to the God. But the thing is that, does he responsible? Hmm? We have to think. Well, now we will explain the Trimurti. So the three act of God, generator, operator, and destroyer. How it is happening. So the first is creation, and that creation how happened we'll see. So Baba, I mean God, regenerate the whole tree, humanity tree, and when during the confluences, when all souls are on the stage, means if you see the soul world, there are a lot of soul you can see in different branches. When we see that humanity tree, the tree has on the top of a supreme soul, then all the other souls are there, those who has helped to supreme soul to create transforming the world. And after that different branches, it is divided in the different branches, and in different branches all the souls are related there. So now we have to see that God or Baba, we can say Baba, we call Baba Shiv Baba or Baba, regenerate the whole tree during the confluences. This is the end of, as we know, according to the uh, energy thermodynamic rule of energy. Like during entropy, what happened? If the energy depleted and reached to the zero level. Now, if we have to again regenerate the energy, what we can do? We have to uh, again pour the energy, again add the energy, and then it again energy regenerate and regenerate. So same thing happen. Confluence is the end of the whole drama. And then during this age, God comes and then he regenerate all the souls. Means when all the souls energy has depleted, then God comes and then he regenerate all the soul and then he transform the world. So he sustained with his knowledge and then he transformed with his silence. That's how he is the creator of out of love. Means he creates with his love. Now, the first is creation. So the power of God or Baba's love gives new life and a new vision of the self. As much as you have love for him, you are able to regenerate yourself with his teachings, whatever with his knowledge. So you will be able to take the knowledge and also implement in your daily life if you have love with him, and then you will increase your willpower also. Like with the love of God or Baba, open our mind and heart, and then we have also relationship with her, him, like we consider him as a father, right? So if we are telling his father, then we have also like then we started creating faith in him, and also like started following his teachings. When the whole humanity becomes spiritually weak, God regenerates souls by imparting knowledge and divinity, divine intellect. In this way, he creates a world of humility, unity, peace, love, and harmony on the earth. And that is what we say heaven. So in heaven, what is the heaven? In heaven, like there is no sorrow, there is no fight, means there is no violence, there is no upheaval. Everything pure, calm, peace, and if the beautiful nature is also beautiful. So this is how, and the God at the end comes. He regenerate the soul and also motivate to create this type of world. So how does it will be created? First, it will create in our mind, and through our thoughts and mind, we create the world. Somehow we say, Sankalp se Srishti. Thought make your world. Thought creates the world. So without of like out of these positive thoughts and divine intellects which God has given us, through which we human soul create the like pure world, happy world, like a heaven. So to do that, what we have to do? First, we have to create this world in our mind. So we have to leave our weakness. We have to follow the knowledge, and as we follow the knowledge and we take the power of the God or Baba, then what will happen? We will have willpower, and then we can regenerate the world and ourselves. So God does not create something out of nothing, but he create in a way that a gardener or a painter uh, uh, like create the painting, right? So he doesn't create the seed, tools, rains, and no, he doesn't create. It has already existed in the world, right? He just transformed. So creation really mean a recreation. It means recreation, regeneration, regeneration, or we can say purification, or in another word, we can say transformation out of what has already existed. Now we come to the transformation. Transformation. So how the transformation will occur? Huh? So transformation, like Baba guide us to go to deep within ourselves. Like his knowledge, with his knowledge, we learn how we go to deep within. And in previous meditation experience, we had already practiced. How do we know how do we go deep within ourselves? And that is how we call self-realization. So, like, who am I? So that is how this knowledge he has given us. And then we recognize and all discard all the pattern, old habits, that is causing sorrow and pain. And through the deep connection with the Baba, we feel a very deep and like divine energy that totally change and recharge the soul of battery. Okay, so that's why, because of this, because of Baba's knowledge, we energize the soul, like we open our third eye, we can say third eye. The knowledge of eye, wisdom, that we regenerate, energize again. When Baba performed his work, there is a world scale transformation, not the destroyer. So God is not the destroyer of human being and the negative forces within human soul. Sorry, just he is not a creator of a human being. Like God is not a destroyer of human being, then he is not the creator of human being. He is destroyer of disease and pollution in the nature and negative forces within the human souls. So, and how he do? Out of silence. So God's silence purifying influence on us consciousness of humanity. So as much as we experience the God's silence, we feel relaxed, and then our old habits, negative force, weaknesses will be reduced. So now we come to the sustenance. So how he sustained this world? So many people think like God sustains us in the sense that he gives us our goods, wealth, then food, water, air, whatever we are getting, like house. That's one. And but the thing, now we have to think that if that is so, if he gives these things, then why does he gives more of these things to someone and not to other? Why someone is so rich and why someone is so poor? And in this, they don't have food. They like, why like too much starvation they have, disease some people have. Why, if God has given these things? So this is the question we have to think about that. So why? We already knew that why it said in the karma philosophy. So in the karma philosophy knew that God nothing does. If we are rich, we are responsible for our richness. If we are poor, then we are responsible for our poor status, right? So God sustained by providing his human being with the glimpse of highest potential and knowledge, right? And with this knowledge, Baba opened our third eye. Third eye means intellect. He just revoked our intellect, wisdom, divine intellect, we can say. And with this divine intellect, we are able to understand the subtle importance of spiritual concepts, powers, values, and other virtues. And also, he gives us power to discriminate. Like, what is the wisdom and truth? How we can discriminate which is wisdom, which is truth, that we need to discriminate, and that we get from the God. And when we have regained our this purity through loveful yoga with him. And when, as we know in Karma Yoga, so like how we can settle our account. Then it was one point there. So out of yoga with the loveful yoga with the God or Baba, what happened? Through his power, we burn our, settle our karmic account, and whatever the negative act we have done before. So that's how it is has given, like the purity through yoga. The purity sustains the system of new world. And that is how otherwise this world could have finished before itself if the some like pure souls not come. So these pure souls like the religious philanthropist like religious leaders like Ibrahim, like Buddha, mm, then who can, that Pagambar Muhammad, then Guru Nanak, then Jesus Christ. So all these are pure souls, and time to time they just came to the on the earth, and then what happened? They sustain out of purity to this world, and that is how there is like that time it was not too much havoc whatever have now, and so that is how like God also remembered as a provider, giver. Why? Because he gives us knowledge, peace, happiness, and all his virtues. Can you imagine in this, in the absence of these qualities and virtues, what will be the world? What can be the result? So this is how time to time he sent with the his that pure souls, and at the end he comes himself. So this is how the role of Trimurti. So we say like, okay, this is Dada Lekhraj, but God has given him name as a Brahma. So Brahma is a creator, creator, and he is sustainer, and he is transformer, or we can say destroyer. So in this form, human soul like human soul what can do with God's power, they create their world inside the mind, like see they new thoughts, they create their new thoughts, like if we have like I am a peaceful soul, but we before we never said I am a peaceful soul, right? All the time, I'm very angry, I'm too much upset, all the time we say, but that is the creation. We create powerful thought in our mind, and then we sustain on the basis of knowledge, and Srimad we can say God's knowledge. Sustain all these thoughts as how this is the sustainer. And again, with the God's power, with the yoga power, we destroy our all weaknesses and negative thoughts. So this picture denoted in this way. Okay, this is not the like God or deities and it's real. It's just picturization and pictorial image. What is the role of God and what is the role of human soul at the end in during confluences. Now, okay, if we say that confluence is during confluences God comes, how God communicate? We have to think. So when the tree reaches to the limit of growth, at the end, when the limits come, then what happens? And all the souls, like they suffering from sorrow, upheaval, uh, anxiety. This time, Supreme Soul enters in this drama at the end. And he play his part to renew the world. Because he does not have his own body, that's why what he does? He used the physical form of first soul to enter the cycle in this in order to communicate knowledge to human soul. Just so he communicate with the human soul. He also used the physical body, but he has so much power, so he can use one's body who is the first soul of the earth. So, but there may be one question. So, why Supreme Soul has to enter a human body to communicate? He is very powerful, na? Almighty. He can touch or he can give um, some impression or intuition to someone and then they give. Why does not he just give his vision to someone or just simply transform the world himself? Huh? Why he teach and explain all this knowledge? So there a question comes, like anyone may have this question. So the problem with the vision is that so they have to be interpreted, right? Why? Because as we know from the scripture and all religious founder has clear insight, but they were always interpreted later on in many different way, causing a lot of confusion. Different way, like different philanthropists and religious founders, they have they teach like in different way, and that is how human soul get confused. And also, it is we human soul who have made this world into what it is today, not the gods. He didn't do anything. So he gives us the tool to take responsibility for our own world. He put every soul in the position of settling his karmic account, and thus regaining self-respect and happiness. But as the revealer of law of action, like if you know the law of action, then Shiv Baba must come onto the field of action and then demonstrate them. He could not remain in the soul world, and perform the act of creation from there. Sending his vibration is just not enough nowadays. You know why? Because human beings have become so body conscious, totally body conscious, and they are not so they like enough to pick up this vibration. They are not in this state now, so like God's vibration, they can catch him themselves. So that's why our link with Baba has been severed. And then, through our own effort, we have not been able to reconnect with him. So he comes in an incognito way at the end of Iron Age. Okay? At the end of Iron Age. And then the soul whose body he entered happened to be the most experienced human soul, the very one who is called Brahma Adidev. So previous picture we see here. This is the Brahma Adidev. So God uses his body to give the knowledge. And that's how he picked that Brahma, Dada Lekharaj, his name. I will tell you now. And so the soul of Adam, we can say Adam, we can say Brahma, we can say first person of Adidev. So this cycle on birth, also become instrumental. So he became to recreation of the heaven. Now, how does God communicate? Sorry. So we have done. Now, when the God comes, what happens? When it comes, huh? And why Brahma name he has given? So we have to know this story. So who really is Brahma? Brahma, who is he? In many respects, like he was an ordinary man, a self-made millionaire, the Brahma, and his name was Dada Lekharaj. He was very humble and village origin, and he has achieved his wealth like as a diamond merchant. So he was a well-known billionaire like diamond merchant. He has lot of wealth, and then his clients were that time, during that time his clients were the all the maharajas like emperors, and also from different states of India, and also like the king of Nepal, then King Victoria. Victoria was also his client. And he used to make the diamond necklace and ornaments for her. And still the one piece of ornament has kept in the London museum. So that's Brahma Baba has made that. And King of Nepal, that he also make the ornament for King of Nepal also there for their family. So Dada Lekhraj, actually he born in 1876, and his mother died in early age. But then he lived with his uncle. Okay. Up to when he become young, then he started working with the one diamond merchant. He has diamond business, small business he had. But Brahma Baba, Dada Lekhraj, has very well discriminating power and discerning power. And he could, he has this skill he can identify the real and, artificial gem very nicely. So that's why he was working in the person who has diamond business, and he was so humble, kind, and loving nature. So those businessman has no son, so that's why he adopted Brahma Baba. And when he died, then he whatever property he had, he just transferred to the Brahma Baba, Dada Lekhraj. But that time it was very small business. But Brahma Baba, because of his skill, he expand the business many place of like different part of India. And then his main office, though he was living in Hyderabad in Sindh area, but his business was expand. Main head office was in Calcutta. And he had married and he had 5 children. And but he was like very religious and like devotee and very strict. He never does anything against the teaching of the Hindu scripture and all other things. Very strict. And he had 5 gurus during his life. but never missed any anything, any conference assembly with the Guru. Whichever conference, anything, if any time he busy, if Guru call him, then he leave everything and he go to the Guru. How much he has respect for the Gurus, his teacher, religious teacher. And then he was also like philanthropist, okay? Because of this, he was highly regarded in his community. People were respecting too much, and he was so trustworthy that he was allowed to in the women's quarter, like women's section in royal family. Usually no one can go in women's section in royal family, but he was allowed to go. So how you can see that how his nature will be, huh? And who used to tell that it was a pity god, like all the kings and Maharajas that time, they used to tell that Dada Lekh Raj, mistakenly you have become a merchant. Actually, you have to be a king because you have all the royal sanskara you have as like a king. So your personality is like a king, and whatever your personality, we are also not like you. You are more than us. So you should be a king. So they used to tell. So how much he has regard, like people were respecting him. Those kings and all other like highly positioned, but they were respecting. They were giving same position to when Dada Lekh Raj goes. He used to sit with them. Huh? But you may think, of course, out of these things also, like no matter whatever body God entered, but people would like a question, why that one? Why this Dada Lekh Raj? Why God has chosen Dada Lekh Raj to give knowledge and spending the knowledge? So maybe we can like assume, like perhaps he was chosen because he had a greater capacity to respond to the task of Supreme Soul, right? Also, he can sustain the like yajna. Like he has so much money, so he could sustain that yajna, and he did it. Also, like if he can, we can say like completely transform he has this capacity to he completely transform his consciousness, and he had a lot of courage. And also he has this emotion, like he has this thought like uplifting to the woman, this type of thought. There during that time, child marriage, so much like a problem were in the society, but he always gone through with the against of these traditions, and he has courage, he has raised his voice against of this. So this is how. So at the age of 60, Dada Lekh Raj, or we can say Brahma Baba, has first vision of Vishnu, Lord Vishnu, a complete form, Narayana and Lakshmi, in the golden age. And after that, time to time, he has lot of vision. Next, the second vision he has, like a series of vision he has, and the next vision he had, like a dual type of vision. At one side, he is seeing that supreme soul, the form of so light, point of light, and the other side he was seeing that all the city is exploiting in the fireball, exploiting in fireball, and like Hiroshima, Japan, like Nagasaki, where nuclear bomb was attacked. No? there. So that vision 9 years before he got. Civil wars, this type of vision, natural calamities, he had vision. And he was that time he was not able to understand then what is going with him, why he has so much vision. And though he was not sleeping, it's the awakened form he has this vision. And after this, this vision and series of vision, he has disinterest for out of these things, like this business and all these things. And then what he did, he sold his this business, whatever his partners were there, he took and then all sort out, and then he stopped that business, and then he returned to again Hyderabad. He returned. He saw also his uncle was sick and he died. That time also he had lot of disinterest now, vairagya he got. So why the soul is like this? Why the soul is living? Lot of question also comes in his mind. And slowly, he got the answer with his vision. One day he was hosting one gathering, okay? When his guru came, he was hosting his one religious gathering at his house. And then suddenly his guru was there actually, but suddenly he was not able to sit there, and he was feeling so restless. Then he went inside his room and sit. Then his daughter-in-law saw that Dada has never done this type of act. You see, in his life, first time he has leave the gathering. His guru is there and he leave the gathering. This is the first time he did. So she went behind him. She followed him. And when she went there, what she had seen, she witnessed he is speaking with Shiv Baba, the Supreme Soul. And how? The first time he said, Nij Anand Swarupam Sivoham Sivoham. Nij, the second word, Nij Gyan Swarupam Sivoham Sivoham. And the other one, the third sentence, Nij Prakash Swarupam Sivoham Sivoham. Nij Gyan Swarupam Sivoham Sivoham. This 4 line, he was speaking himself. And then his whole head become like golden red, and golden red light started coming from his forehead. She saw like in this way. And this meaning like Nij Gyanan, matlab, I am the blissful self, I am Shiva. I am the knowledgeful self, I am Shiva. I am the luminous self, I am Shiva. I am the form of self, I am Shiva. And I am the form of knowledge, the form of light. So this 4 sentences come out from his mouth. And then what happened? She was totally surprised. And after suddenly, soon after, then she saw like Brahma Baba is still speaking, like the stars are coming on the earth and changing in prince and princess. So she was very much surprised, his Dada Lekhraj's daughter-in-law. And then after that, she asked him. Then he told that this happened with him. So this is how he had lot, series of vision. And then from that day onward, Supreme Soul began to speak daily through his mouth. And whatever he is speaking, people were liking them, and they have a lot of attraction with this word, whatever he is speaking. And when he speaks, people were continue to coming to listen him. And when they were coming, the other persons also, when they come to listen to him, they had also a lot of vision. heaven and other vision they had. And they become like, they were thinking something he has that is attracting other people. And that is how the word like comes as, see, Baba speaks whatever he speaks through out of the Brahma Baba mouth, that known as Murli, the flute of knowledge. So thus Brahma Baba become instrument of Supreme Soul in this way. And from the very beginning, Brahma Baba put women in front. So what happened? He made them administrative head of the university. Even today, the Brahma Kumari World Spiritual University run by women only, not the other one. And within the week age, Brahma Baba like became a true example of Raj Yogi by giving himself completely to purifying energy of Supreme Soul. On that basis of his experience of strength of God's love, he had the courage and faith to become the instrument of establishment of Brahma Kumari Spiritual University. And that time what happened, community has affected with this. Lot of effect on the community. Some people, they wanted to get this knowledge, they were disheartened at the home. When they listen the knowledge, they feel relief and they started coming to the Brahma Baba. And what happened? The other community, like that time, the women was considering as a like slaves. They don't have right to go with spiritual knowledge or any religious work. They are just used as like slaves. Like people were using her, the women, they were using the women, they were giving everything, but this woman has not right to do herself anything, like to do the some religious thing or some like some pure thing they wanted to do. And when the Brahma Baba's Murli, the women listened, they started coming and they leave all this like break the ceilings, whatever the glass ceilings the people has made in for her, they broke already. And because of this reason, the community, that Sindhi community, became angry and they started like picketing for that. And there were so much like they raised the voice against Brahma Baba. So that time, and a lot of like discrepancy happened that time. But the God is truth and knowledge is also truth. So anyhow, they became victorious. And then what happened during that time? The quality of character, like they were living in Karachi. 14 years they sit in tapasya. After 1937 to 69, during this period. So they were in like Sindh, and after that, so much picketing and people were again became against of him. So they moved to Karachi, and during that time, there were like 375 people staying with Brahma Baba, and 14 years they stay there in different houses in Karachi. So, and they did like they became like they stay like underground, and through with Brahma Baba's from his wealth and money and property, they all say 375 people survived. So he was the one who is taking care of them. So there were no source of income. The source of income was Brahma Baba's property for 14 years. And then after 14 years, where the partition began during Pakistan and India in 1950 and 51. So there were a lot of like riots were happening, too much violence happening in the Pakistan, the divided Muslim, and then here India as considered the Muslim country. So people were doing lot of problem to them. So one of the uh, officer, he has lot of regard for Brahma Baba. So he helped him out of go out from the Pakistan, move to India. So what happened? He arranged one ship there, and then in this ship, Brahma Baba with 375 people, they moved to India. And in India, they found the Mount Abu place. There is one Udaipur king, and his king he has one palace in there in Udaipur, Mount Abu. So he had given that palace to stay to the 375 people. But that time when they moved to India, they did not had lot of money, because all the wealth and everything, all the property they left in the Pakistan, and how much they can carry. Hmm? So that's why they have started their bakery part after that. And during that time, those people who did not survive, like in this bakery part, they move again to back to their family. And somehow like 250 people were left. Out like around 100 people, they moved back to their family. And then only the 250 people were left. And then after that, Brahma Baba, they sent all the sisters and brothers for the seva. And that's how centers open. So centers open, they started starting the Sonia services, they started giving gyan to the other people, and this all the process were commanded by the Shiv Baba. So how the Shiv Baba is giving like a instruction to the Brahma Baba and Dada Lekharaj, and that's how they were following all the processes. So that's how Center Church opened. Then in 1969, January, Brahma Baba has left his body, and then after that, when he left his body, then he has given his all power to Dadi Prakash Mani. Dadi Prakash Mani she became the first chief administrative head. And during that time, I say his knowledge started in 1971. Then his knowledge begins to spreading outside of India in abroad. So first, in London in 1971, Dadi Janki went to the London, and then in 1973 she opened one center. And then in 1980, then again the Brahma Kumari became as like a NGO, and then it's registered in the affiliated in United Nations in 1980. After that, they have a lot of recognition in the society, and then soon after, like Economic and Social Council, they have also recognized by UNESCO, by UNICEF, and so many things like COPS also. So this is how the Yagya history has expanded. So now, what is the Murli? So as I have told, when the Shiv Baba, like Shiv Baba use the Brahma Baba, and he made the instrument, and whatever his knowledge, he comes out through the Brahma Baba's mouth, his word. So that is the Murli. But this Murli is two types. The first one is Sakar Murli. Sakar Murli is like 1936 to 1965. Sakar means Brahma Baba, when Brahma Baba was alive. So that time, whatever the Shiv Baba's knowledge were there, that called Sakar Murli. But after Brahma Baba left body, Murli still continue, but in the form of Avyakt Murli. Avyakt means those who is not present in this world, but their existence is still there in the form of different form. So that is the Avyakta Murli after Brahma Baba. Till date, no, it has already finished till 2017. 2017, December 2017 was the last day for the Avyakta Murli, and now it's all revisions are going on. Sakar Murli, throughout the week, 6 days, it's going on. And then one day on Sunday, in all over the world, wherever the Brahma Kumari Center, all the Brahma Kumar or Kumari, those who are members, and then they read this Murli. And every day in the morning, 7 o'clock, all the centers have this Murli, but sometimes in Gulf region and depend on the region, they have changed the timing only here, like early morning or other time. But timing is 7 o'clock. It's from those is beginning from the yagya, it is there. Timing is 7 o'clock. Every children has to be ready for the Murli. You can have like a lot of YouTube link. Different centers now they are sending the YouTube link for Murli, so we can listen through that also. I'll give you the link. And then this Avyakt Murli on Sunday, this is also 7 o'clock will be. But and this all has recorded. There is one website, BKDR Dr. BKDR Luhar.com. bkdrluhar.com. This is the Brahma Kumari website. There you will get all the material, all the classes, all the Murli. You will get Avyakt and Sakar Murli. Everything you will get. So Sakar Murli. When Supreme Soul, Brahma Baba, speaks through the Brahma Baba's mouth, that is the Sakar Murli. Okay. Now, साकार मुरली शिव परमात्मा ब्रह्मा तन में अवतरण और उनके द्वारा उच्चारण किए गए महावाक्य है ना. तो when शिव बाबा exist in ब्रह्मा तन, okay, Brahma bodies, and he takes loan as his body, then whatever the word has Brahma Baba said, that called Sakar Murli, Avyakt Murli. After Brahma Baba, he became Avyakt, he became Bab Dada. Means he has, when he died, his stage is like completely Karmatit. Karmatit means complete. He became complete, pure, and no vices, nothing. Then he, Brahma Baba and Shiv Baba became combined in Avyakt form. And then we said him Bab Dada. And he became in his angel form. So he is still giving sustenance in the form of angel, Avyakta form. And that is how Brahma Baba is. Bab Dada. Now, these two Bab Dada take her, he made Dadi Guljar instrument. Okay. As Shiv Baba, like see before, Shiv Baba made like instrument Brahma Baba's, right? Now both of them made instrument to Dadi Guljar. And then she was, then Murli comes. That Murli became Avyakt Murli. Because that Murli started after becoming Avyakt of Brahma Baba. That's why. So now, what is the aim objective? If any person like somebody go medical college, become doctor. If you go law college, then you become lawyer. That's why we are going. If we are joining this university, like Brahma Kumari Spiritual University, World Spiritual University, what is the aim? So our aim is to become Karmatit, or like a human, a perfect human. A complete human. There were no like 16 celestial degree complete to becoming. So they don't have any like vices. They don't have any impurity. So they become like complete, like a first man. Adam and Adam, the first man, Adam, or first woman, Eve. So that should be complete. This is the main aim of objective coming here. Now, Raj Yoga has four pillars, right? Raj Yoga has four pillars. So first pillar is Gyan, then second is Yoga, third is Dharana, and fourth is Seva. So Gyan is like we have to take Gyan, Srimat. Of Srimat means we have to take knowledge from Brahma Baba. That is the Gyan. And that we call also Brahmacharya. Brahmacharya, that's you were talking like celibacy, we can say. So we should not, because we know already in 5 vices, out of 5 vices, we have like main is lust. This is the main cause, like this is the first. If we have this one and we don't have others, then other will come back with this. So if any vice is there, so that's why this equal brahmacharya. You know that, okay, any student go to the university, they follow this. After that, we have Srimat. Srimat means God's teaching, follow the God's teaching. And then we have Devi Gun, divine quality, means we have to impart that divine qualities. And then we have to reflect this one in practical life. And then after that we have Seva, means whenever we have Dharana, application, this one, and then we use this one, follow in practical life, then we have Seva also, and we can say Samarpan. Samarpan means surrender. So as we surrender to the Paramatma Shiv Baba, then he gives us lot of happiness and also we have to surrender our all vices to the God Shiva. So Raj Yoga meditation is known as like Sahaj Yoga, easy yoga. And it doesn't require any posture, any asana, no chanting, no mantra, no recitation, nothing. It can be practiced anytime and anywhere. You can see. So before Raj Yoga meditation, now he did meditation, he received God's power, and now he re-energized anywhere, anytime. Now Raj Yoga meditation is known as a Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga, while doing all the karma, we can still do this meditation. Like we remain in God's remembrance and we can do the work. So when we remain in His remembrance, then we continuously receive His power, as we know according to the energy. So if we connect ourselves with divine energy, we feel divinity. If we connect ourselves with lower energy, negative energy, we feel negative energy. Whatever our consciousness is, wherever connected, we have this type of emotion. So that's why if we connect to the Supreme Soul, we will receive Supreme Soul's energy. So it depends like how we are, how much we can connect and how much time we can be in connection. So see, Sahaj Gyan and Raj Yoga ki Siksha, learning godly knowledge. So this whole family, they are learning, they are doing this, working, they are working, but they are in remembrance of God. Here see, while cooking, she is in remembrance. While eating, also can be in remembrance of Shiva, Lord Shiva. And then if we have like this, we have Shant and Sukhi Parivar, peaceful, happy family. So this is how Raj Yoga provides us. So we have yoga, 3 type of yoga: Laukik Yoga, Alaukik Yoga, Raj Yoga. So Laukik yoga means what? Connection, remembrance. So Laukik Yoga means we full time we think about the people only, our family. That is the Laukik Yoga. Or Alaukik Yoga, we can say devotion, like we remember the deities devatas and all other things, bhakti we can say. And this Raj Yoga is remembrance of Shiv Baba. So Raj Yoga meditation, Parichaya. Parichaya means introduction. Then Sambandh means relation. And when, see, first we get the introduction of Shiv Baba. After getting introduction, we make relationship with him, all the relation. And when we make all the relation with him, we get lot of love from him. And out of this love, we have lot of achievement, prapti. So this is, we get from the Raj Yoga meditation. So Raj Yoga meditation has 4 stages. Initiation means remembrance. Concentration means like we contemplation, we can say, keep focus on one thing and then we repeat that remembrance. Then manan. Manan means meditation, means manan means we can again repeat again and again that. And at the end, that realization. Magan means that is the blissful stage in that remembrance. So how this when they see, she started like remembering the Baba. As soon as she started remembering, now she is concentrating on that. Now, after that, when she started this concentrating and focusing on that, then she started receiving all his powers. And that is called the Manan Avastha. And after starting regaining this one, she has realization, Magan Avastha, and blissful stage we can say. So this is how. Now we can say the 5 form. This is also one type of meditation. So 5 form means, see, first form is our Nirakar Jyoti Bindu Sarup. Okay. Then second form is our DT Sarup. And the third form is Pujya Sarup, means Shakti Sarup. Then the fourth form is Brahman Sarup. And then fifth form is Farishta, angel. That's how Brahma Baba became. Okay. And then again repeat. So this is the 5 form. We do one type of meditation. This is our called Swadarsan Chakra. So now this is the end of the lesson. So we have already practiced. I can show you, I will show you Murli how it is in this lesson. So let me share the Murli first. Okay. So see here. Just give me a time. So now see, this is the Murli, this is the Sakar Murli, okay, when the Brahma Baba time there. So in this Murli, like see, every day comes this Murli, and in this Murli, they have different sections. Like first, the Baba has started on Meethe Vache. So this is the essence of this Murli. After that, they have question, then answer. Then they have this description, all whatever board has to tell. Then this is the application, means dharma. So what we, and we can say this is the homework that whole day we can follow. Why we are reading only at 7 o'clock? Because early morning if you read, then you can follow this Srimad whole day in your life. So that's why this Murli has given that. So Dharma. And then Vardhan. Vardhan means blessing. So God has given, every day He gives us blessing. Now our responsibility that, okay, how much we are inculcating in ourselves. But we have already blessing with Him, with us. But the thing is that we should remember these blessings, and then if we have remembrance of these blessings, we have willpower to do something. And then slogan. So these are the structure of the this Murli. Next, थोड़ा little bit I will just read for you. So first is like मीठे बच्चे तुम उठते बैठते कुछ करते चुप रहो बाप को याद करो तो वर्षा मिल जाएगा. इसमें गीत कविता आदि की दरकार नहीं है. That means कि तुम whatever you are sitting, moving, doing everything, but you should be quiet and you have to be in remembrance in Father. Father means Shiv Baba. So you will get the inheritance from him. What is his inheritance? Peace, happiness, love, power, all these things. But he tell that no need for like to remember the Father, any song, any poem, nothing. You have to just be in silence and remember him. Now he asked the question because he asked the question to grab the attention of the children. So बाप को liberator कहने से कौन सी बात सीखा जाती है? What, like, see, when we could tell to the Father as a liberator, so what we are going to prove? What will be proved? So answer is like, जब बाप दुखों से अपना 5 विकारों से लिबरेट करने वाला है तो जरूर उसमें फंसाने वाला कोई दूसरा होगा. सी, God always be he is liberator. He is the remover of sorrow. So if he is his quality, so he cannot make the people stuck in all 5 vices, right? So if he is the liberator from this sorrow and 5 vices, then who is the one who can, pulling people in these 5 vices? So liberator never pull anyone in these 5 vices, right? So that's why because we call him Dukharta, means liberator of sorrow and giver of happiness. So how can he give sorrow to anyone? कैसे दुख दे सकता है? तो जब बच्चे दुखी होते हैं तो किसको याद करते हैं उस बात? And whenever child become upset, then whom they remember? Obviously God. They will remember the God. So who is giver of this sorrow? Ravan. Ravan is the symbol of 5 vices. If you may have learned, listen about the Ravan in Ramayana. But that Ravan is the symbol of 5 vices. And that is how Ravan, Maya, God has given name of these 5 vices, Ravan, Maya. Shapit karti means it gives us curse. But Baba kya karte hain? Father gives us knowledge, inheritance, peace, love, happiness, whatever. So these are the description of this Murli. A lot of things are here. Like, see, Baba has tell like गृहस्थ व्यवहार में रहना है, धंधा दूरी करना है. You have to live in family. You have to do your work, whatever you have in occupation, you have to do. But वह सब करते हुए, how can you take inheritance from Father? He is asking from us. So whatever you are doing in your family, you are living, you are doing your work, your business, but while doing all these things, how can you take inheritance from him, from me? So वह समझाते हैं. Who? Baba said. He is telling that he explains us. उठते बैठते सब कुछ करते चुप रहना है. Means we have to be in silence. And then we have to churn that बाप ने समझाया है बात बिल्कुल समझने की कि God has already tell that these are very easy thing and understanding. We need to understand. That's it. And understanding means knowledge, Gyan. So this is the Murli. And lot of things, you will read this one, then you will know. I will share the link. You can get the Murli. If you wish, you can message me. I will tell you to add you in Murli, English Murli group. So you will be having everyday English Murli explanation. Many things it is there in that group actually. And every Friday you can go to the center. You can listen there also. And if you wish, you can listen Hindi Murli as you wish. You can tell me, I will just provide you the link. If you are not able to go to the center every day, but you can listen Murli in your mobile because I will give you the link. Then सुख दुख की दुनिया जरूर बनी है, परंतु सुख कौन देते हैं, दुख कौन देते हैं. So that we need to understand. This is the Murli. Usually it will be the 2.5 page. And at the end, Baba always tell, Acha, Samjha means, did you understand what he explained? And then he tell, last he always wishes to us, मीठे मीठे सिकील दे बच्चों प्रति बाप दादा का याद प्यार और गुड मॉर्निंग. रूहानी बाप की रूहानी बच्चों को नमस्ते. See, he always tells namaste first, and then we children tell him namaste. So मीठे मीठे सिकील दे. What is the meaning of सिकील दे? Means long last, now found. The meaning of that, long last, now found. This is the Sikil De meaning. Mata Pita. He is the father and mother. And he is the Baap Dada. Giving remembrance and good morning. Greetings. Okay. So this is the Murli. And then after that Dharna. Dharna is Sada इस बात को याद रखना है. This is the today's Murli actually. सदा इस बात को याद रखना है कि जो कर्म हम करेंगे हमें देख और भी करेंगे. So now when we started following this path, so we have to remember whatever karma we will do, people will also do with us. They will think, he is following this, he is doing this one, why not me? Actually, this sentence has come from seniors, brothers and sisters. So whatever, if because they are very much in the gyan, if they will do, then those who has less gyan, those who are new, they will also follow. So that's why Baba is guiding them, the senior teachers, कि कभी भी श्रीमत के विपरीत विकारों के वश हो कोई भी कर्म नहीं करना. श्रीमत मतलब God's teaching. So whatever, so you should never go against of the Srimat, okay, God's teaching, and also never influence with the vices and do such action. So anyone have also same. Second point for dharna, this is the homework. Service ka शौक रखना है means I have told now that the 4 pillars of Raja Yoga. So Gyan, Yoga, Dharana, Seva means first knowledge, take the knowledge. Every day we have to take the knowledge. Then yoga, we have to do meditation, yoga with every day with the Baba. Then only we will feel power to do the dharana. We can use that knowledge in the dharana means using the knowledge in practical life. And after that, when you started following and using that knowledge in your practical life, service will automatically occurs from you through your face, through your behavior, through your word. And bigger kahe seva mein lag jana means for service we suppose not to ask to the teachers. So if you have any service, whatever you can see we can do, we will do. कभी भी आपस में लून पानी नहीं बनाए. लून पानी means conflict. So we should not be in conflict with others. If someone anything tells, we will use that time Gyan. Now the Vardhan, blessings, ever ready one हर परीक्षा में रूहानी मौज का अनुभव करने वाली विशेष आत्मा. What is the परीक्षा? Test. Test means in our daily day-to-day life, whatever situation comes in front of us, this is the test. This is the pariksha. So Baba tells us, Baba has given us blessings. It's already with us. Now we have to remember. So any situation comes, any test will come in our life, we have to be ever ready to face the situation, to face the test, and also we have to be in Ruhani Mauj, means spiritual, what I can say, fun. We have to be in the spiritual fun and bliss, full stage, and experience all the time. Means any situation, if the situation is not according to us, but still we have to be ready for to face the situation, and we have to be in that Ruhani Mauj. We have to experience that time. We should not be disheartened, feel anxiety for through that, out of this situation. So Sangam Yug, Vishesh Atma means God is telling you are the special soul who is ever ready in during all the exam, and also who is always remain in experience Ruhani Maus even any situation. You are the special soul. So he has given us blessings. Now we have to think, we are a special soul? If not, then we have to become. संगम युग रूहानी मौजों में रहने का युग है, इसलिए सदा मौज में रहो. That is confluences always be stay in the fun, celebration. So that's why we have to always be stay in that stage. We should not be confused. मूंझना means confused. कोई भी परिस्थिति या परीक्षा में थोड़े समय के लिए मूंझ हुई और उसी घड़ी अंतिम घड़ी आ जाए तो क्या होगा? अंतगति सोमति क्या होगी? मीन्स एनी सिचुएशन or any exams comes in front of us and we become confused, and then we not remember this blessing, and maybe that the situation, it will be last situation for us. So what will be the situation that time? What is our mental state that time? That is why Baba telling every time ever ready. Any कोई भी समस्या, any situation, any problem, suppose not to be like stop us to become a complete. Sada smriti rahe. Every time you should remember that I am a valuable and special soul in this world. मैं दुनिया में सबसे वैल्यूएबल विशेष आत्मा हूँ. This is one self-esteem. We can take this one. If we remember this one, we will be happy in any situation. We will not feel sorrow, and we will have willpower also, self-confidence. God has already. God is truth. His word is truth about us. So He tells us, मैं दुनिया में सबसे वैल्यूएबल विशेष आत्मा हूँ. I am the special and valuable soul in the world. मेरा हर संकल्प, my every thought, my word, my action is special. So that's why we should not waste any second. And then slogan, श्रेष्ठ कर्मों का खाता जमा करते चलो तो विकर्मों का खाता समाप्त होगा. This is how we learn in karma philosophy, right? So keep on positive action and save your karmic karma, credit your good karma. Then what will happen? The bad karma, the account of bad karma will automatically resolve, finish. So this is the Murli. We take a lot of time, so that's why I'm not going to read that. You will read yourself. I mean, also I will provide you the link, so you will listen every day. But early morning you listen. While driving you can listen, or also if you are working, you can just put headphone and then you can do it. If you are not working as a like intellectual work that time. So this is the Murli. Now I will show you the Avyakta Murli here. This is the site like BKDR. So how we have to go? This is bkdr.drluhar.com. You can get Murli here. This is the daily Murli for Sakar. For Avyakta Murli, if you go down, this is the Avyakta Murli. And I will take English only, no problem. So here also you will get, this is the Avyakta Murli section, that previous from beginning onward. But as yesterday was Sunday, so I will show you Avyakta Murli yesterday's only. It was very nice actually. So I will just go through the English Murli. You can choose your language here. And then this is the Murli here. So celebration Mahashivratri means make a promise to hold a fast and sacrifice yourself. This is the topic. And this one, this Murli, there is no essence of Murli. There is no dharna. Full Murli is dharna. You will get lot, like Baba has let us dive in the deep in this Murli. Avyakta Murli is very deep. It is like advanced version of knowledge. And when the Sakar Murli, he is just the near to the soul, like he is just waving. Different topics he takes, but this Murli, Avyakta Murli, has one topic, and then they will go deep into that. If you have any question, if you are confused, any question, just take one Avyakta Murli and read. You will definitely get your answer. And that is how I am also getting same. If you have any question, anything, like we are not in this state, like if we feel some sorrow, if we feel some anxiety, if we feel some disheartened, like some upset, if I upset, just take Murli, one Avyakta Murli and read, and you will definitely get your solution and you feel happy. So how Baba is nourishing us with the Murli. And Murli is like a nutritious food for the soul, food for the soul, mind. Like we are taking nourishing food for our body, then we have to take Murli for the mind. So this is how, see Baba, what and how Baba is seeing us, like in elevated stage he has seen. He never like make lower to us. He always gives us highest position. How? See this line? The great divine light means is meeting his children who are the Jyoti Bindu, means point of light. Bab Dada is great light, and you children are form of great light. See, he is making us equal to him. So the Father, the divine light, is meeting the soul who are divine light. So now see, anyhow, we are not like him, but still he has vision that what we can become. So that's why he always say, like you are the divine light. Though we are not now, but still he is seeing us. That means if he is seeing in us this one, then we will definitely become divine light. So this great light is so lovely and unique. Babdada is seeing the light that is sparkling in the middle of forehead of each of you. So Baba never see our body. He always see the soul. And he also like expect from us that we also see the soul, not the body. That is the soul consciousness. This is such a divine and lovely sense. Baba is seeing such a beautiful gathering of a sparkling spiritual star. And that Avyakta Murli occurs during the assembly of Brahmanaj. Before, people used to meet to the Baba. The group of people, they used to go and meet to the Baba. That time Baba gives whole group, they nourish with a whole group with this Murli, and that is called the Avyakta Murli. You can get a lot of material in YouTube, but here all the videos also you can get. If you go search in this website, then you will get. So this is the Murli. See, lot of you will dive in the deep here, and you will feel such a lot of love if you read this Murli. So you never miss this Murli. If you have something, you try to read at least one time this Murli yourself, the Avyakta Murli, and listen the Sakar Murli every day. This is the Srimat of the God for us. See, 2-3 pages Murli is this. In the beginning, you will think, oh, how can I read such a long, huh? But actually, we can do. If we have if we have love from Baba, we can do, because this is the love letter for us from the God. Murli is the love letter from the God for us. Every day, he is giving his guidance as a father to us in the form of Murli. This is the lesson. Okay. Om Shanti. I will provide you all the link and meditation video as soon as I make. I will share with you, and then you can go through this. Like, don't be disheartened. Anything if happen, you can share with us your problem or any feelings, so we can guide you. Or also you can share with the sister Sobhana if you wish. You can talk, but don't make yourself upset, okay? Because Baba never want to never want like his children become upset, okay? Always be happy, be light, and free from the all negative thoughts. Okay, this is my blessing for you. Om Shanti. Have a nice day, nice time.